can't lie. I was a little worried about these young people right here when they first got here. I kind of met all of them in different ways, but all of it was through athletics and through sports. Miss Monroe, one day she just came and sat in my office and she didn't say nothing. She was just sitting there and she looked a little lost, but eventually she did kind of talk to me and open up to me. And it wasn't until I started making jokes about her and laughing with her and asking her questions that she kind of opened up. Mr. Gant, he and I had a conversation yesterday, and I told him I was very proud of him because I've watched him mature from the time that I've gotten here 3 years ago to now, and watching him become a young man. And eventually, he's going to do really great things. I'm really excited about that opportunity. Mr. Magwood, Mr. White, um, there's a lot I could say about the two of you, but I'm going to keep it brief. They have so much potential. They don't even realize what their potential is. And they have so many doors that they can open because of their potential and because of their personalities and the way that they carry themselves. I just hope that they move forward in a way that best exemplifies and shows their abilities and what they can do. Um, there's no door that they can't open if they really put their minds to it. So I just hope that they put their best foot forward. Um, but these four young people have just so much potential, and there's a lot that they can do. And just watching them over the last 3 years that I've been here and watching them mature and just become young adults has just been a pleasure. And I want to thank you guys for giving me that opportunity to watch you mature and to finally get your heads together. I have a sign on my door, and it says iron sharpens iron. And the last 4 years, they've been through a lot, from coaching changes to the infamous pandemic that we're still going through. Um, Lost on part of their seasons. They didn't even have a spring season in 2020. And then just not to mention just some of the relationship stuff that they go through as kids, social things, and then just natural coming of age obstacles. And they've overcome all of that to get to this point. So I'm just really excited about all of the opportunities that they have in front of them. I'm not going to talk about the schools. We'll talk about what schools they're going to in a few seconds. But at this time, I'm going to start asking some of the coaches to come forward who can talk more about these young people and their experiences with them with athletics. We're going to start with Coach Singleton. Yup. And if Coach Lindsay could get ready and Coach Howell can get ready as well. Put it down here for Singleton.
How everybody doing? I'm Coach Singleton. Bethany told me I got 20 minutes, but I ain't gonna talk 20 minutes. First off, I want to congratulate everyone up here. I know how hard everybody worked, especially Dorian, for having his setbacks this year. But I'm gonna start with Bethany. I had Bethany in the 8th grade. She was a little quiet little freshman, didn't say anything, just was quiet. But as the years went on, she started to open her mouth more. She, Coach, what can I do? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? No, Bethany, you're gonna do this. Bethany is the type of kid, she's very determined, and she don't like no for an answer. Um, I know she overcame a lot of injuries last year, and this year, just seeing her work was really amazing to me because she put in the work. She went from last year not even being looked at in the region, and now, shocking everybody. And our girl swept 100 meters last week at region track meet. She worked her tail off, and I was so proud because she came to me with a big smile on her face when she crossed that finish line. Coach, how I did? Well, she knew how she did because she saw the other two girls in front of her, and she was like, oh, I did good, I did good. But I'm just so proud of her, and I know the sky's the limit for you. I know we bumped heads this year. We did, but I'm proud of you. Mr. Dorian Gant, I had to stay on him the last 4 years because, Dorian got displacement for a while, but just seeing how he worked and the hard work he put in I'm proud of you, man. Look at me. I'm proud of you, big dog. I know you're going to go up there and you're going to shock everybody and you're going to put in the work. Mr. Magwood, I'm proud of you also, and also you too, Jackie White. You stepped up and became a leader this year on the football field, and Coach Howell's going to put more detail into that. And I just want all four of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. And keep God first, and the sky's the limit for y'all. All right?
At this time, we're going to get Coach Lindsay to please come forward.
All right, good morning. I am Bethany's basketball girls coach. I've been coaching here for technically my second season. My first year when I got hired, out of all my girls, Bethany was the one who reached out to me and was real enthusiastic about the up and coming season. Definitely was on it. She wanted to know what we can do, what she could be doing at the house. It was a COVID year, but definitely stayed on it. As time went on, we got into our season. Definitely was one of the ones who always wanted to work out, work on getting better. We definitely would practice during the daytime through schools on our down period, go in the gym and shoot. Those are all things and characteristics of things that you want in a kid on and off the court. But definitely, I want to thank you because, again, when I came to Collin County, you were the first one to kind of just be on it as a kid, and I love that. So congratulations. I know you'll do well. You have the energy. You have the desire to get better, and you just have it. So, and then also congratulations to all of them, all the other kids as well, but definitely to Bethany. All right. Thank you.
And at this time, we're going to get Coach Howell to please come forward and speak on these young people's behalf.
Thank you, Coach Austin. First, I'd like to say congratulations to the folks that are up here and to all the other faces I see out there, the seniors that we've already had signings for and that are going off to do bigger and better things here very shortly. You better enjoy your time because just about up. As I've been telling you since you were freshmen, that day's coming. And when I told you that, what seemed like 15 minutes ago, you all said the same thing, like every kid that I've ever taught says, nah, Coach, I got all the time in the world. Well, guess what? Now you don't. Now you got to go make something of yourself. And before I'd say anything about these people individually, the first thing I'd like to say to them and to all of them is the most important piece of advice I got when I graduated from high school and turned 18 was from my father. And he said a couple of simple words to me. Don't come back. Now, I know Miss Brown is sitting there in the front row and she's thinking, don't tell my baby that, Coach Howell. But what that meant was not the son, I don't love you. Not the son, you're not welcome in my house anymore. What he meant was, I've done my job raising you. I put you in a position to be successful. Now it's time for you to go do it yourself because you ain't going to grow up to be a man living in my house anymore. And that was the best advice I got, as simple as that was. And I tell people that and their eyes get big. So I can't believe he said that to you. That's the kindest thing that man ever did for me, and I thank him for it daily. So I say that to all of you. It's going to be hard. There are going to be bad days. There are going to be times when you want to run home and hide. Don't. Don't run from the hard parts. Run to them, because they're going to make you the people you need to be in the future to be successful. Ask your parents, and they'll tell you, life ain't easy, life ain't fair, life ain't fun. It just is. And it's up to you now to make the most of it. And you can't do that hiding in your mama's house. Now, to these folks individually, I'll talk about Bethany first. I've coached Bethany since I first got here. As a strength coach, I work with not all of the athletes, but as many as I can get a hold of. And Bethany has been back there in the weight room aggravating me since the first day I got here. Now, Bethany is no bigger than a darn minute, but she is one of the hardest working young ladies that I've had the pleasure of working with here. She has put in her time almost every semester and would have been here every semester if not been for COVID. That's one reason why that work ethic, not me, that work ethic she has is one reason why she's here today with the chance to go play ball on a higher level. Bethany, I'm proud of you. You've been a ray of sunshine since the first day I met you. You hadn't let me down ever a single time. And I know you can do good things when you go to school. Stay in school. Do those good things. Become the woman you're meant to be. And I'm proud of you. Now, Dorian Gant. I've known Dorian for a long time. These three guys I've known for, God knows, it seems like forever. We were all freshmen together. My first year here, their first year in high school. Dorian started off as a tailback. Too slow. Moved him to linebacker. Found him a home. Unfortunately, this year, as a senior, when it was his time to shine, bad luck struck him. Or maybe not bad luck. Blew his knee out. Right after he had the best ball game he's ever played. Statistically, emotionally, played the best ball game I've ever seen from him. At the height of his powers, freak accident, blew his knee up. Now, I believe all things happen for a reason. I believe that happened to you, Dorian, for a reason, because it got you prepared to go someplace bigger and better than here. Because it takes a lot of guts to come back from an ACL injury. That is a death sentence in sports. But you did, and came back a lot faster than I would have thought you could. Not because I doubt you some, because I know it's a bad injury. But now you're going to play college football, and you're going to be prepared, because you can't see anything worse than that. There ain't nothing they can do to you that's worse than the rehab and the surgery and whatnot that you've already gone through. You're ready to go there and play ball. So go do it. When it gets bad, don't find a reason to come home. Go to class, do your work, find reasons to stay there. Be the man that you were meant to be. Trey Magwood, been a tailback for as long as I've known him. He's been running for as long as I've known him. And he doesn't know one direction, straight downhill. Started as a junior, and we knew the first time we handed him the ball, we'd found the right man. Played as a junior and a senior, paired with Jackie White. We knew we had something special. Magwood's another one that's been in the weight room with me just about every semester he's been here. I've seen him develop physically. I've seen him develop mentally. I've seen him turn into the man that I expected him to become when I first met him. Now, he's going to have a chance to go and play on a higher level. And Magwood, you're ready. You learned work ethic. You showed that you know what that is. You know how to put it in. So now go do it on the next level. Show them that you know. And when you get your opportunity, son, make the most of it. Make the most of it and let them know that they chose right in bringing you into their system. Go to class, do your work. Don't come home when you want to. Stay up there, find reasons to stay, and be the man that you were meant to be. And I saved Jackie White for last. I'm not going to lie, but Jackie's been special to me since the first day here. I've known Jackie, seems like longer than any of them. Jackie came to me after his freshman year of football, got in the weight room after school, couldn't lift 100 pounds. Didn't take long, he caught up. And has been working in the weight room with me after school, during school, in practices ever since. He's one of the best high school football players I've coached in my time, and that's no small statement because I've been doing this for 20-some years. Jackie did everything that I asked him to do as a sophomore, put him in the lineup to play on the varsity level. Everything I asked him to do as a junior was the feature back when we started. We had to move him because of injuries, didn't complain, did what was best for the team. Senior year, he was the man. He had waited his turn, and it was his turn to do the work, and he did. My only regret for all of you is that you lost half of your senior year and a quarter of your junior year. You didn't get to play enough football, fellas. I wish it could have been different for you, but it wasn't. I'm happy that I got a chance to coach guys like you for the little bit of time that I did. And Jack, I appreciate all the effort you put in for me, son. I really do. Now you get a chance to go play ball somewhere else. Go there and show them that they made the right choice bringing you. Show them what your work ethic is. Show them how intelligent you are on the field, like you did for me. Show them how you're willing to do whatever it takes to get a win. And you'll turn out to be the man that you're supposed to be. Don't try to come home, even though I know Mama's going to be calling. Come on home, baby. It's okay. Say, no, Mama, I got stuff I got to do. I got to get this right. I got this paper I got to write. I got this workout I got to attend. But I'll see you at Christmas time. Now, all of you know as long as I'm here, you've got a place to come. You're always welcome in the weight room back there with me. Anytime you need, all you got to do is ask. Because you've earned that from me. You have broken your behinds on my account, and I appreciate that. And I always take care of my people. You guys out there that played for me. Same goes for you. You ain't never a stranger here as long as I'm here. And I thank you for all that you have done. Folks, I thank y'all for all that you have done. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm going to miss you. Now go into the world and do great things. Thank you, folks.
Don't be scared, Bethany. You first. At this time, I want to introduce Ms. Bethany Monroe, who will be signing to attend Claflin University on a track and field scholarship. If we can get Bethany to please come forward to the hot seat, and we can get her parents to please come up and be with Bethany on stage. Students dread this because ever since I've gotten here, I make them speak, and they have to thank everyone. They have to thank their parents. They have to thank their coaches. They need to thank the community. They need to thank everyone who's been involved in getting them to this point. I want to give her parents a chance to sit down, and I'm going to give them the opportunity to address Bethany first. And then once they're finished, we're going to allow Bethany to address everyone else. This is the first time we've done it in the PAC. They might be a little nervous, so please bear with them. Normally we do it in the classroom or we do it in a media center, but because of who these four young people are, as you can see from the students and everyone that's in attendance, we needed a bigger stage. So we're here in the PAC, the Performing Arts Center. So I've turned the microphone on. I'm going to allow either Ms. Monroe or Mr. Monroe to speak first.
Good morning. I'd like to say, first of all, I give honor to God for blessing us to be in this moment in time, for protecting Bethany, because as it has been said, there have been many injuries. And I'd like to thank Principal Cannon, all of the coaches, athletic directors, and all of you for the way you have supported her and challenged her through the years. Bethany has always had a competitive spirit, and I'm proud of her, and I just encourage you, Bethany, as you go forward, to continue to be determined, continue to be optimistic, and continue to do your very best. And I know some say the sky is the limit, but to me, with the help of God, there is no limit to what you can do and become. So just keep God first and just keep continuing to do your best. And I say that to your other three, too. May God bless all of you as you go forward.
What my wife said.
Bethany had a chance and an opportunity to do 3 different sports in college. She got an offer for volleyball. She also got an offer in basketball and an offer in track and field. I think she had a couple offers for track and field. She chose Claflin and chose to go there to run track. What events is still to be determined because she kind of is a jack of all trades. She can do it all. At this time, we're going to allow Bethany to address everyone. No crying, Bethany, okay?
Hello. So, like she said, giving honor to God for making all of this happen because it has been a lot of injuries last season, especially with hip fractures and broken collarbone joints and stuff. But money was there for that. So, thank you, money, and Miss Holly and Coach Austin and all the other coaches for helping me. Thank you to my mom because it has been times that she had to go out her way to help me get this and go there, be able to play sports, period, dot. And thank you for the coaches for being patient with me because it's been multiple times I had to stop competing. To my dad for always being there too. And also to my siblings because those are the ones who you want to beat. So like those are the ones who keep you motivated. Because it's always I want to be better than them and beat them and get faster than them. Now I just got to worry about them getting faster than me. So thank you to you all for always been out there and helping me.
Now, the official paperwork's already been done, but we do this as celebratory. So at this time, we're going to allow Bethany to celebratory sign her letter of intent. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody can get enough pictures? Okay. You want to? Come on. Come on. Yeah. You get.
I just want to say one thing while my children are coming. The coach that said that he told his dad told him not to come back. I have said that same thing to my children, and they've gone on to do great things. And I had already made up my mind come graduation, I was going to tell Bethany the same words, don't come back. Not in the bad sense, but in the sense we've done what we could. I'm proud of you. Now go do great things.
All right. Get pictures. Y'all move forward. Move closer to them so we can get a good picture. Yeah. There you go. All right. Thank you. Now, this next gentleman, when I first met Dorian, he was very, very arrogant. Coach Howell made a comment and said this may have been the best thing that happened to him. And honestly, I watched Dorian go like a roller coaster through this journey that he took his senior year with starting his year being very encouraged, very excited, and then having to sit out for 4 weeks because of COVID, stay at home for 4 weeks because of COVID, and then try to come back and salvage what they could of a football season. And then for him to get hurt, right, I think he played in the first game, and then he got hurt. And then we started with the knee surgery, and he come back after knee surgery. He was very depressed. He was very just withdrawn. He seemed like a different person. He wasn't the Dorian that I remembered. And then he had to have another knee surgery because get some scar tissue out. And then all of a sudden, I just saw a difference in him. He became very determined. He was very much more determined than before without the arrogance. It was a humbling thing for him. And I watched Dorian become a young man at that time. So at this time, we're going to get Dorian to please come forward. I'm very proud of you and all that you've accomplished and overcome just in this season. And we're also going to get his parents to please come forward as well. And if there's anyone else that wants to come up as well for Dorian, please come. Dorian is going to be joining his other two young men, other two brothers in football arms, Narquez Fields and Joshua McClellan, they are all going to Guilford College. Um, it's a great opportunity for them because from the time that they step foot on campus, they're going to be competing for playing spots. Dorian is blessed because he was told that he would not be able to play next season. But because of his hard work and his rehab and everything that he's done, he's going to have the opportunity to play football in 2022. So we're real excited about what Dorian can accomplish. And at this time, we're going to allow Dorian's mom to please say a couple of words for Dorian.
Good morning. Thank you for the support of the coaches, Bethany as a best friend, any and everybody that supported Dorian throughout his struggles as far as that surgery. He's come a long way, and I thank God for it. Without his strength, we would not have made it. Thanks to you, Coach Singleton, for pushing him, our athletic director, and my family in their support.
I don't know what to say, but I would like to thank my coaches, my mother, my friends. Thank God also, especially Coach Bowers. He's been there ever since I took a step in the school, and it just like he's there. And Coach Austin, from the time I met him, he's been there. Coach Singleton. I thank God for this. Once again, thank God for being this opportunity. And, yeah. Mr. Glover too. Be on me like white on rice, but I love him.
And at this time, Dorian's already signed his official paperwork, but we're going to get Dorian to sign celebratory signature and celebrate the fact that he will be attending Guilford College to play football and get his education and play football. Hold on, we need pictures. Smile, Dorian. Smile. It's okay. Thank you. All right, so next we've got Mr. Travion Magwood. Mr. Magwood has a lot of potential. I remember watching him his junior season, like, who is this kid? He walked around the halls. He didn't say much. If I spoke to him, he was like, hello. And then he'd just move on. But now I started trying to talk to him a little bit more, figure out what he's going to do, what his plans were for college. And he just really did not know where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do. But he did finally say, look, I want to play football. We sat down and went over some things and talked about the things he needed to do so that he can get ready and prepare for the next season. He chose to go to Georgia Knights Prep Academy to play football. They're really excited to have him. He's going to be joining his other young man, Mr. Jackie White, and some other students we've sent down there in the previous years. So at this time, we're going to get Mr. Travion Magwood to please come forward. And if we can get his mom and dad to please come forward as well. If mom and dad want to give some words of encouragement.
Hello. I just want to say I'm just proud of him. He's come a long way. I thank all the staff, everybody that helped him come get this far. Um, I'm proud of you, boy. You did it.
Good morning. I'd like to say, son is through time now. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you. Sky's the limit. There's more room. Love you.
Good morning. I just want to tell him congratulations. Just remember, always remember, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Remember, me and Mama always here to give you a motivational speech, and we got your back and whatever.
At this time, we'll let Travion address everyone.
First, I want to thank God. I want to thank my coaches for giving me the opportunity, and I want to thank my family.
Again, he is a man of few words. And at this time, we're going to allow Travion to sign his celebratory letter of intent as we get pictures. Hold on. Yeah, for a couple more pictures. Let everybody get pictures. All right. Thank you, Travion. Thank you. All right. Last but definitely not least, we've got Mr. White. Mr. White started coming to me this season talking about how he wanted to play football on the next level, where he can go to college. I think, honestly, he was a little clueless in the beginning on what it took and what it was going to take for him to get to the next level. But he found out through a lot of hard work this year, on and off the field, that he had to put in the work himself. So that was something that was, I think, different for him because it was all falling back on him. So at this time, we're going to get Mr. White to please come forward, and we can get his mom and dad and the rest of his family to come forward as well.
First, giving honor to God for allowing us to be here today. It seemed like we wasn't sure how the 12 years was going to go, but with the football season and COVID, we are glad to be here today. We'd like to thank the principal, the athletic director, and Miss Holly, and all the coaches. I know I got on the coaches' nerves several times because it wasn't a time throughout the 4 years that I did not ask them how he was doing, making sure that they were keeping him in line, keeping him focused, and keeping him straight. And I just thank the village that allow us to get here, as well as our family. And in your next endeavor, just keep your head up, continue to stay focused, trust God, and everything will go well.
Good afternoon. I'm Jackie's grandmother, Gloria Blakeney, and I thank God for Jackie, his classmates that helped him to do what he did on these past seasons. And Jackie has always been into sports. When it came to football, that was his passion, that was his love. We started off catching on the back step of the house, but he went on from there and started to do great things. And I am just thankful for what he's going to do in the future. Godfather.
Good morning, everyone. I'm super proud of Jackie. Thank God for being here. Thank God for all that he's done and doing and is going to do in his life. Like his mom and grandmama said, he's been a lover of sports, and his passion has been unbelievable. So just keep that passion going, and keep your head down, and do what you have to do to go on to the next level. You know, so super proud of you, man. And anything you put your mind to, you be able to do it. Thank y'all.
I'm Jackie's grand aunt and a former educator. When he said keep his head down in those books, came to my mind. I'm going to push him that way. I'm so proud of him, and I'm going to be praying for him all the way, but I'm going to be checking on those books.
I want to thank God first, because without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my mother for always being helping me with everything I do. I want to thank my family for always being a great support system. I want to thank all my coaches for making me a better man on and off the field and keeping my head straight. I want to thank Coach Austin and Ms. Glover for helping me through this process and giving me more information. And I just want to thank Georgia Knights for giving me this opportunity to further my academic and athletics career at this school.
At this time, we're going to let Jackie sign his celebratory letter of intent. Any more pictures? Okay, thank you. We're going to allow the families to stay and take a couple more pictures when we're finished. I need these 4 young people to listen. You are not going to college to play sports. You are going to college to get an education. You're going to have the opportunity to play sports. Let me say that again. You are not going to college to play sports. You are going to college to get an education, and you will have the opportunity to play sports. Please take that and understand and let that sink in. Your education is first and foremost, because if you are not doing it in the classroom, it is not like high school. Nobody's holding your hands. They're going to show you the door and give you you won't even get a bus pass. They're just going to show you the door and tell your mama or your daddy somebody come pick you up. So from the moment you step foot on this campus, you are a student first, college student. You're not going to be going to the same classes every day. You might only have 1 or 2 classes a day. I don't know. It just depends on how you have your schedule set up. And with you being an athlete, they're going to allow you to set up your schedules first. So you're going to get the best classes, the best opportunities, so that you can be a student, then an athlete. You might put in 5 or 6 hours a day in the classroom, or 3 or 4 hours a day in the classroom, and another 3 or 4 hours a day as an athlete. And if you're not doing one or the other, but as long as you're being a student, you can continue to go to school. So always put that first. And please remember that. And as they say, don't come home and come visit. Always come visit. That's one of the best parts and the highlights of our year is at the end of the year, Christmas, when we get those kids that we just sent off to school, come back and they say thank you and they talk to us about their experiences. And they talk to you all about their experiences. Now it's your turn to mentor the ones who are coming up. So you'll come home and you'll come visit and you'll visit the classrooms and your teachers and your coaches and you'll have those conversations. But this is it. I think the seniors' last day is next Wednesday. You got 1 week left. Enjoy it. Because once you leave, you're going to have that same moment that all of us had. I'm going to college. I've already done all my paperwork. I've done everything I'm supposed to. What's next? What do I do now? You're going to have that moment. But just work yourself through that moment and put everything in order and get your plan together. Put your plan together so that you can graduate from college, that you get from college what it is that you're hoping to get from it. And I just hope it's not just sports. It has to be more. All right? We're using athletics to get your foot in the door for you to get an education. And if they're giving you money for your education, take complete advantage of that, because that's money that you will not have to pay back later. But there may be some other money you have to pay back later, all right? But I am very proud of you. I've watched you guys come up the last 3 years. Didn't have the opportunity to be with you for 4, but the 3 years that I've had the opportunity to watch you, I'm real impressed of how you guys have overcome everything that's been put in front of you, all right? And always remember, iron sharpens iron. So use that. Y'all help each other and y'all push each other just like y'all did in high school. Does anyone else have anything else, any other words? At this time, we're going to ask our students to please report to class. We're going to ask the families to please stay put so that you guys can take pictures if you would like to up here on stage and get whatever you need.